Welcome back to more Breath of February. For a little while. I know I'm like raid early, but I'm gonna be leaving early, so that's why that's happening. So let me just do this, which will effectively do nothing. Then pull up my chat. I should just figure out how to make my tablet do what it's supposed to. But, you know, one of these days. Hey, Incredi Frasbear, how's it going? And Squall, welcome. And Paul, what's going on? Patrick, how are you? And AZ Lionheart, what's going on? Thanks for joining me this early for some Breath of Fire. I also have a strawberry beer in my hand, so I'm gonna play this for a few hours, then I'm gonna hit the town. Hey, you Darvish, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, you got a stream for today. Tomorrow's, I'm going to a Super Bowl party. So unless I get my ass out of bed real early, there probably won't be a stream tomorrow either. Hey, Vasilis, how you doing? Long time no see. So where precisely did we stop? Right before going to Romero, I believe. I think that's all I gotta do. No, I gotta go to the place with the saw first. So let's go to the place where we need the saw, otherwise known as the forest. Let's go to the forest. I actually got some Breath of Fire sounds in my ear today. So we'll round out the whole experience for me. Yeah, even if it's gonna be a Super Bowl Sunday, huh? Yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to make my 3DS thumb pad not so slick. I have no good recommendations for that other than, I don't know, sandpaper glove? I don't think that's exactly what you meant, but... Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the 3DS joystick, or joypad. Or the stick. I don't like the stick either. But I particularly don't like the pad. I wish it was a little larger. And like you said, it is a tad slippery. I would love to get that, that white moose. You get white antlers from it. I think you need those later. But they might also be worth a couple of bucks. So let's use a Marble 3 and do that. Oh, later, Incredi Fazbear. Thanks for stopping in. I'll, catch you around. Yeah, we can definitely corner this brute. And get his antlers. His white, not-so-white antlers. Kaboom! Well, they blew up into white antlers. I forget what they do. I don't think they do anything, like, tremendous. They might be like a remedy. This item will cover AP. That's not awful. Now I'm torn whether I should just hoard it, sell it, or just use it. We'll see if I need to do any of those things with it. A big tree blocks the road. Mega uses the saw to clear it. Oh, when I played this in GBA, I never switched back to a sword once I got Ryu a boomerang. Why did it explode? What has it been eating? Good question. I always found that funny that... Because normally you need an archer to shoot them with an arrow. But in this one, if you just corner them, they're like, what do we do? When they get so worried, they explode. You think if anything, they would just try and fight you instead, but no, they just admit defeat. Yeah, if I remember correctly, they, well, there's only the 3 bad, boomerangs. But they give them they stagger them out in such a way you can make them last. I will eventually switch off of this boomerang. Their Marble 3 no longer works, that's fine. So yeah, this is a really, foggy forest. And dark. At least I can see the ground here. I could've E-keyed, but I did not partake in any such E-keying. Otherwise, they would have been... Oh, I have it on auto. That's what that's about. Yeah, because later in the game you need 4 ingredients. One of them's the white antler. I honestly don't remember what the rest of them are. An herb and what else? An herb and a life. I took a life. Oh, it's a tea drop. A thunder drop. Or rather, a teardrop. Good night to you, sir. Oh, boys. Still alive? What kind of crap's this? It's 8 here. The bed now. No, if you gotta... Excuse me. If you gotta go to the toilet, then by all means I can wait. Hey, Dart Mata, how you doing? Now, right now I'm just kind of wandering around this dungeon with unnecessarily spooky music with it. The music shouldn't be this spooky. I need to heal already. I've already kind of let that get ahead of me. Was the knight pelvic thrusting at you? A little bit. Just a smidge. Nina gained a level and probably some magic. No, no magic. We'll get some eventually. Where are some of these herbs? There they are, found them. Does she have healing magic? She must. Yeah. Cure. Ah. Not just regular cure, it's cura. Ooh, I took someone's wrist. Let's put it on my own wrist. Must be a better wrist than I currently have. Can Nina equip it? I don't think so. Yeah, I guess she can. Yeah, you can have it. You need it more. Hey, Racer X, what's going on? Yeah, everyone, long time no chat and see. Yeah, how have you been? Alright, for now on, you should name all the main characters Mega, kind of like your signature. I probably will when it's... especially if it's like 4-letter names. I used Mega rather than Harv, I'm not sure why. I think Mega just kind of works better. I know nothing about good monitors. Hey, Mad Knot from the Mad Magazine, what's going on? Breath of Fire and Harv's red shirt. Hey, y'all. Yeah, just trying to... you know, match up with the hero. I wanted to have a blue mullet, but anywhere online I looked, they were out of stock. I'm like, fine then. Red shirt and blue bandana it is. After I figured out how to origami it together to fit on my head. That took a little more effort than I'd care to admit. Yeah, I dig this music in here. This spooky, misty dungeon music. Misty... forest music, I was trying to say. But said dungeon. It is a dungeon too, I suppose. Yeah, out of mullets. Good, been busy with work and have a new girlfriend. Ah, congratulations, Racer X. That makes all kinds of sense. Good on you. Yeah, this episode I'm going to be trying to take out some very powerful enemies that we're not supposed to fight anytime soon. Like, not for the next, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 game hours. Pardon me. Well, it's kind of funny, I've played most of, if not all, Breath of Fire games. I've only finished off the odd number ones. It's funny how those things work out sometimes. I'm trying to remember, I used to have... what was it? It was like for a while I wouldn't beat... what was it? It was either I couldn't beat the third installment of games, or the third installment of games were just always my favorite. I can't even remember anymore. Or whatever the statistic was, I might have just busted it, so I have promptly forgotten about it. More levels. 5 strength. Goodness. Sharks, thanks. Thanks, Harv, that means a lot. Oh, I'm glad. No, it's always good to be hearing about, you know, new work, new relationships. Happy relationships. Doesn't have to be new. But usually the new ones have, like, you know, the, they're a little more glittery, if that makes any sense. The honeymoon phase. I would E-key, but it's not quite enough. Also, there's a boss in here. You don't have to fight. I'm going to. But if you choose the right commands, it looks like a situation where you have to do what it asks, but you don't actually. But I still want to do the fight anyway. I'll just try to bring it up when we get there. I think this is all the treasures in here. If not, I didn't miss anything special, so... I've already kept flashing off and on, flickering so much I can't do anything. Oh, it only happens when I play StarCraft 2. Yeah, I wonder why that is. StarCraft 2 specifically. Alright, quick mans. Nobody gets passed up. We're sharp guards. So you're on point. Got a Lancer and an Archer, it looks like. Oh, it's Bowman. That's a good name for an Archer. Bowman the Archer. I mean, his name also could have been Archer. Then again, I don't know if that's really a name outside of the TV show Archer. You know, there's like Archies. I guess it might be a similar thing. Yeah, you walk here, you're gonna fall. Observe. So you have to just kind of weave your way through. But in this hand, one of these explodes for 50 damage. I forget which. So I'm just gonna grab them all. Ooh, got a long sword. Those will sell for like $1,000. I'm gonna keep this Rang though. I'm pretty sure back when I played this 8 years ago, I totally didn't get the Rang. I just got the B Rang. I got the Tri-Rang for the first time when I played it. Because I just never knew how to get it, and then I saw how, and I'm like, oh, I never would have figured that out on my own. In a million years. There's some pretty obtuse secrets in this game. There might have been one I could have gotten in Karma Tower, but I'm not sure if I can get it now or later, but there's this random wall you can look at and get, like, a decent armor or weapon or something. You'd have no way of ever knowing to check it. Hey, Airtaze, how's it going? How would you describe Nina's archetype? Angel Knight? Hawkman? An Orthodox White Mage? Angel Knight's probably... or Bird Lady. Either of those would probably work. She's still kind of like a half bird. Most of the inhabitants of this world are halflings. I feel like the purebred humans are the freak shows in this world. If they look like they're human, there's probably a catch. At least in this version. Things get a little more complicated in later games. We'll get to that this February sometime. Yeah, right, the broken E-key. Monday I'm gonna get either a new monitor or a webcam, haven't decided. Catch you. Obviously the monitor will cost more, yet I won't decide which one I'll do. But yeah, you also want to make sure you get the right one. That's not a purchase, that's a trapdoor. I don't think the bats necessarily indicate that it's a trapdoor. I think you're just supposed to use gamer's intuition on where the trapdoors are. I forget now. Hey, it's Lizard Man. Or Zard. Can I call you Zard? Hey, Zard. I should still be using the E key. For all the difference it makes. Halt, intruder. Why aren't you all up closer with your friends? then, you know, 4 on 2, like, will still kill you, but it's more of a logical stand. Instead of having layered defense, I would say. But I'm not exactly Sue, the god of war, or whatever he's called. Thunder god, I don't know. Okay, let's get 4 more chests, 2 of which will probably be herbs. Life 2, acorn, I think heals 20 AP. There's 1 herb, and a tea drop. Game in its herb session. So I'm pretty sure if you go in the trapdoors down here, you get another 4 treasures. This is where you can take some damage. There it is, 50 points of damage. Got a wolf hat. That doesn't sound like it's awful, but it's basically a cursed item, the wolf hat. And it's kind of funny, I'll show you why it's cursed soon enough. It's really not obvious. I can't remember. There might be an NPC that makes mention of it potentially being cursed. I can't remember if it says it's cursed in the guide that I have. I'm pretty sure that makes me full. So let's go around. Basically here, if it looks like you can get to a treasure halfway easily, it's probably a trapdoor. And the trapdoors can only be in like a 2x2. Oh good, it's an herb. 2x2 area. I must have to go around. Even though it seems more like that should be the trap to go around this time. Using a 10-year-old monitor this whole time. Well, if it worked up until now, I'd have no reason to ever swap it out either. Like, I still have an older than I don't know how old it is, but a pretty old monitor. It has like a DVA input. There's like no other way to hook it up. But once I actually stop Slack and get my laptop working properly, I could probably retire that monitor and just use the laptop monitor as my second monitor. I don't need to heal. How much? I think the longsword might be a tad stronger. It is? And I'll use it for the boss fight. Yeah, I came to rescue the cheap. Why is it so funny? Well, the only guide I had for this game was some Nintendo magazine. One that came out. Then the GBA version came out. I wasn't exactly thrilled to bits with the GBA version. Like, it's not awful, but... I guess I was sort of soured about it when I heard there was a run button, but I'm like, now I'm getting into random battles twice as frequently. So it's not really a run button. It's a fast forward button. Because a run button would just... I could get twice as far for the same amount of battles. They should have made the battles half as frequent. Then it would actually felt like run, but... That's really the only complaint I have about it. If I have any say in the matter, I would rather just play the Super Nintendo version. Breath of Fire 2 for the Advance, I never really tried it at all. But there's some sort of trading system in it where you can trade with other humans. I forget exactly how it works. Thanks for saving me. Let's take their weapons before we leave. Do you want me to lead you to them? This is where you can be like, no. Their weapons will be useful. We don't have any in the village. Do you want me to lead them to you? Yeah, this isn't actually a but thou must situation. And if you keep saying no, eventually the next party member will come out of nowhere and basically just go straight to the real boss fight. But I want to show you the pre-boss fight, like I said. Even though anyway, let's do it. Just bear in mind you can skip this fight if you want, if you just keep saying no. Step in here while I open the secret passage. Ah, you tricked me! I didn't know that was gonna happen. They fell for it. That was easy. Pog will have a nice snack. Now they should have made a Pog. I also think this monster existed before Pogs existed. Because I remember Pogs coming out when I was in grade 4 or so. I need to heal. And, when I was in grade 4, which would have been 94, and this came out in 93. So I think they kind of beat it. E key. It's not like this is an overly hard fight. Or even really a hard fight. How much will attack up the attack? I forget what it did previously. 37. I don't think I actually did hit with him prior to this. Because I did the E key first. Yeah, let's just... Now, you do a little more damage with the Rang, so... Nina... You do some cure. Cura. Maybe some lockup that'll... raise... Might increase the likelihood of a critical attack, but... I could also just do this instead. Which would probably wind up being higher... DPS, so to speak. Ooh, Pog got up. We got a time to slam this Pog. I had a pretty good suspicion that Pogs were gonna be like a fad, basically, when I was in grade 4. So I don't know why I didn't just collect more of them. Now I don't know where a lot of my Pogs are, like I gave some of them away, I should still have a roll of them around. But I don't remember. If I don't, oh well. I used to have a Captain Crunch slammer that it was like, you need like 2 proofs of purchase and whatever. And you got like 3 Captain Crunch regular Pogs and then like a slammer with it. I also used to have a Pog board. It was a mat, it wasn't really a board. Pog, what happened? We slammed him. You're not getting away with this, warrior. There's a new party member. Hey, Caitlin, how you doing tonight? And Stanley, what's going on? Not from the Mad Magazine. Jeremy, there's a Nintendo Club magazine too. Oh, cool. 96, you want an SNES with all Donkey Kong Country pieces. SNES still works. N64 GameCube too. Yeah, I had like no end of trouble with my NES, but the rest of my systems, or my Nintendo systems, were great. Bo, we mean business, do we? There's our newest party member. I came in from the back and rescued the chief while you kept them busy. You want to fight? Let's go, you and me and you. No matter how they toss the dice and how that song goes in the Smash Brothers commercial. I'm gonna attack up Mega. And the thing to know about Bo no magic. And I believe Fry does 80 damage guaranteed. These all do some amount of damage guaranteed, but he has 20 AP right now. So, double the Fry. Or is it 40? I think it's 80. Yeah, it is 80. We're gonna crush him. Gonna crush him! Under la boot. Arrgh. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use another T-bolt. Or fry. It says T-bolt when I use it, I think. Yeah, same difference. There we go. Now, Bo, no levels. 1 AP. I want him with as much AP as he can get. Left a life, too. That's random and pleasant. You've won the battle, but not the war. The river's still dry. Mwahaha. They were searching for the ring before they died. Let's find a way to remove the rock. I don't know, give it a movie deal. Zog is also my enemy. Let me help you fight him. I thought we fought... No, that wasn't Zog at all, never mind. I was getting him confused with somebody else. Now this is where Bo saved his comrades. I don't think there's any treasures back here, but it's like, yeah, this is where they were. Ah, I kinda shut down for a minute there. Ah, okay. Good to have you back, Dirk. This NES Mini and the NES Mini is a commercial joke. Every Raspberry Pi is a better solution. I've heard nothing but good things about Raspberry Pis and whatnot. I've never picked one up. But like, I get Nintendo's side of things where like, yeah, we'll release a little mini machine that plays our old games. And apparently they sold like hotcakes. Which they must sell well, hotcakes. I've never tried to sell them. Apparently I'm in the wrong business. I should be selling hotcakes. From what I understand, they sell like hotcakes. Good old E key. Like, that's an excellent little combo at the start of the game. Then at least here you can kind of shortcut going through the trapdoors a little. Good an SNES when I was 5. I was with my dad in a pawn shop and saw it on a wall. Ah, it didn't cost so much, so he said go for it. Oh, actually your first game console. Mine would have probably been either the NES or the Atari. I know I had both when I was little. And the NES came out the year I was born. In the States, anyways. I think the first time I played a Super Nintendo was in my 4th grade as well. That was the year I got it. I got Super Mario World and All-Stars with it, I'm pretty sure. Not like the combo pack, but like separate. Like it came with... Maybe it came with Mario World and All-Stars, but 2 carts. I always remember the 3rd game I owned for my Super was American Gladiators. Which, for how not that great it is, I played it a lot. And one of these, some random throwaway afternoon, I'll probably show off American Gladiators. It's not an overly long game. Well, I mean... if I can see a treasure, I should get it. Yeah, I definitely played my fair share of Atari. Pressure Cooker stands out in my mind for an Atari game that I had played. Frogs and Flies was in there. Oink. Just basically like a Three Little Pigs game. Freeway, which was basically Frogger. Plaque Attack, where you're like... I think you're basically in a mouth, and you're a roll of toothpaste, and you have to shoot like food particles and stuff. If memory serves correctly, it's been a long time. One of these days I might just be like, oh, come watch me play random ass Atari games. Just get one of those, like, flashback systems or whatever. Give me my herb. It's probably an herb. See? That's why I'm not too concerned about missing chests in this game. It's like, it's probably just an herb. If it's really good, I probably remember what's in it. And if I don't remember what's in it, I'll just say an herb and I'll be right half the time. So whoever it was made this game, they loved their herb. But yeah, I suppose, like, thinking about Atari now, that's going back a fair bit. Like, I have more fond moments with the NES. Like, the Atari was, like, a little before my time, but I still played it. Like, we still had one with, I don't know, we must have had, like, 80 games for it. We had a lot of games for it back then. We actually also had E.T. And I thought some other, like, legendarily bad game for the Atari, but I forget now. It was probably just E.T. I can't recall if I have to actually go to the robot. Let's actually go to the robot, for all the difference it makes. Hey, Mr. Godchild, what's going on? Have you seen the KSI versus Joe Weller fight? I have not. What? Excuse me, is that just a recent occurrence? Let's see. Oh yeah, we got Bo right now. So we should totally be putting Bo in the front row. Bo no the front row. And then we might be able to catch an egg. Get an egg from that bird. I wouldn't count on it. They're pretty difficult to catch. It might already be too late. But this is how you're supposed to hunt. Or, I mean, you could just trap it if you wanted. There. Got some meat. Got some neat meat. Got him. I think the bird's... Ah! I figured he was just gone forever. It's not like it's a big deal, despite my reaction to that happening. How much is the W ant sell for? $1,500. That's actually not bad. And remember how I said the wolf hat is cursed, and the game doesn't really tell you? This is the game telling you it's cursed. 666. You don't want it. Just sell it. Whatever stats it says it raises, it lies. You don't want to use it. That's all I'm gonna get for right now. It just happened today. Playing River Raid, Pitfall, and E.T. We probably had Pitfall, but I don't really remember it. I didn't even have television until after I turned 10. So I just really enjoy watching the games. Well, you've come to the right place. I play them to be watched. You're here doing the watching, everybody wins. I meant to go to the inn. Here we go. I should have went to the cheaper inn, but... oh well. Yeah, that's it. E.T. was the game that bombed so bad they buried all the copies. Birds drop a chicken leg, I think. Hey, Kamai, how's it going? I think, yeah, you might be right about that, Paul. In Breath of Fire 2, I think they drop an egg. But in this one, they might not. It might be something that's not egg. It might just be white meat. But it looks like a chicken leg when you shoot them. I'm gonna use another marble, because the enemies around here are weak. And not worth fighting at the moment. Yeah, it's just... I should have waited. I think I might have to talk to everybody in these towns. I'm sure at some point I have to talk to somebody upstairs in order to progress the story. Because I'm getting real close to the part where I always get stuck. And I'll be wandering around for like an hour, not knowing where to go. Because I never remember. You think eventually I would remember. But even back then, when I was playing it, I didn't remember. I had to wander around kind of aimlessly. You just need to move your village all the way down by the ocean. Then there will be no problem. The Forest of Despair, yeah, that makes sense with that kind of sad music. Hey, HG Scotsman, how you doing tonight? Sapping. It's about to start cooking. Stream caught me by surprise. Yeah, I'm on a bit early tonight. At some point I am gonna go out, hit the town again. In, I don't know, a few hours. I'll know when it's time. I still have lots of time. 3 hours from now, maybe. We're still sitting pretty for a bit. Let's hop over to the other town here momentarily. Huh? I wonder how many systems would do if I wired them to the internet. I don't know, how many could you wire to the internet? Hey, Evan Croft, how's it going? Yo, Harv, this game available on PC? Never played the first one. It's not, like, no, it's not on Steam or anything. I imagine it would be on, like a virtual console somewhere, but that'd probably be about it. You might be able to find the GBA version on, like, say, the DS store. Damn it. But as far as I know, that's the only places you get them. You can get them. I would've, it'd be nice if they'd re-release at least the first 4 Breath of Fires in, like, a bundle. At least the Super ones, and then the PlayStation ones. Look for the robot Sequit and Agua, okay. We gotta go to Romero first. Agua's close to Romero. Ask the Romero chief about it, okay. Is that the only person I had to talk to? Maybe. How you been? Been ages. I've been doing pretty well. Thank you, Scotsman. Well, I had been sick for like the past week. So, you know, other than being sick, I've been okay. Just chipping away at these games. Hit the town for what? Something going on? Nothing, like out of this world different. I just got invited to go out, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out. But not before I do some streaming, because I've been leaving you guys high and dry a lot lately. So I'm like, hey... Because I had planned on just playing this all night anyway, but that's the game plan at the moment. Good man, you'll be popping in and out Fortnite, just watching you between squad rounds. Oh, I got you. Looks fun as heck, love the old school graphics. Oh yeah, old school Breath of Fire. Came out like 93? 94 in the States, but like 93, I think. That's the path I have to go, I'm pretty sure, to the left. Yeah, so if 1 MegaHarv hour equals 3, then 3 MegaHarv hours would be 9. I'm trying to do the conversion for, like, regular human hours. Hey, Kevin Costello, how you doing? What's up? I am just Breath of Firing my heart to my heart's content. How's it going with you? Hey, Lord Dragon King, what's going on? Does my eyes deceive me? A new shirt that has no lightning cactus? My world doesn't make sense. It's... it was more because... I'm trying to, emulate the main character of this game. Because I wanted to have a blue mullet to go with his blue mullet. And the main character's actually the guy in the back with the red cape. So I was just trying to match. Breath of Fire is special to me, so that's why I'm like, oh, I'll even change my clothes for the occasion. So yeah, I'm sorry if I ruined your world with that. I understand it could be quite jarring. It's like, yeah, I do own another shirt. Here's that robot. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. Looks like a solid game, solid dragon. Oh, it is. And we haven't even learned our dragon abilities yet. Got another herb, a bronze hat. You probably need it the most. Yeah, you do. Suede hat? No. You might be better off with it. No, suede hat's just total junk. I tell you what, though, there's one sweet bandana, dude. Well, thank you. Thank you kindly. It's like my other one, but you can actually see, like, the wrenches and stuff on it. More so. Next year, Harvey, want to see you at an E3 stream for 72 hours. You and me both. That'd be wild if we could make that happen. Drenical, I can. Today's the only day off I'm gonna have for the next 2 weeks. Well, yeah, you gotta, you know, batten down the hatches, get all that work in while you can. Come on, you have to do the face mark when he goes to hybrid form in Breath of Fire 4. That can be arranged. Hell, I could even get away with having, like, a dragon mark now. Like, he has, like, a dragon... Not a hybrid mark, but... Okay, so I need the key in order to even... get this road on the show. I also find it funny how, like, like, uncensored Breath of Fire 2 seemed to be. Like, compared to anything else that was out around that era, Breath of Fire 2 was very... I don't want to say R-rated, but... Not many games are allowed to go as deep as Breath of Fire 2 did. It's weird that Nintendo didn't censor it a bunch. Like, direct mentions of God and stuff on the Super Nintendo, and Nintendo's just like, yeah, seal of approval, bam. Like, okay, Nintendo, like, I'm fine with it, but I don't know how you missed that one. Then Breath of Fire 4 stuff happens that gets censored, and that's on PlayStation. Although there's some fairly heavy stuff in it, don't get me wrong, but... It's like, really? It would have been M-rated otherwise? Oh yeah, do I actually not want to go here yet? I might not. Breath of February is the best of February. Why thank you, Lord Dragon King. I like your play on words. Might change soon, though. Like in Xenogears? I can't remember what I said about... Oh yeah, like, yeah, how... Excuse me. Xenogears makes a little more sense to me why it didn't get terribly censored. Because I imagine whoever it was playing it was just, like, reading all the text and was like... Teen, fine, it's fine, it's teen. I'm barely anywhere in the game, I read all this text. I'm confident I'm not supposed to go here yet. But, here I go. Yeah, okay, straight up just... yeah, okay. It won't let me. I guess that would be above my head, so I can't really complain too much. I mean, it also makes sense they can't swim, because they have all this heavy equipment and stuff. We do have, like, a bird lady in our party, but never mind that. Hey, Kodo, what's going on? Sappening. Let's put on another marble 3. Strap another one on. I'm gonna show you these super powerful enemies here in a second. Even though I'm really not prepared for it at all. Because I know I used to have strategies on specifically how to beat them, but now I'm gonna wing it and hope for the best. Yeah, but with bow, you can just walk right through the forest, skip that dungeon. There's a lady I have to talk to. This is the hour of the zombies. Maybe it's the second floor... here? You're the elder. Rid us of the zombies, I'll tell you about Agua. How about you tell me about Agua and I'll just leave your town all possessed. Wizard's potion has tainted the soil, now zombies run free. Zombies have eaten our animals, I fear we'll be next. That's a valid concern. There's something called the cleansing water that might save the soil. Uh-huh. Water from the spring in the southwest cave will make you feel better. Someone talk about the cleansing jar? Yeah, you did. Cleansing water. I don't remember that being what I needed to trigger, but... how goes the breathing of the fire? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Well, this is probably about as dicey as it's gonna get right now. Because this is where I always get stuck. And you have to talk to her. Okay, cool. I guess I did what I had. I got so excited that I got that part without getting stuck that I didn't notice the stream went down. But yeah, that's what you have to do, just go on that second floor. Cleansing water's in the cave to the west. Use the water jar under the tomb. I'm not gonna quite... water jar... this is an herb. I guess take it. Oh, I'm just gonna put all my money in the bank. Then I don't have to worry about losing it. This isn't the bank. I will buy some acorns. Then deposit the rest of my dough. Do I need to sleep? Not really. Let's use some herbs. GP. Deposit all of it. There we go. Oh, you have all your AP, don't you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, let me just show you this corner of the earth where we fight really strong things. I think I want to fight the crab, specifically. And I specifically don't want to fight the group of 3 enemies I can fight. Because I'll get my arse stomped. Hey, Norian, how's it going tonight? So I believe Og was actually that floating ass city that's, you know, floating there. That ass city that's floating. I think... maybe it's the crab that's weak to hold. I'm gonna try it. If I see it. But if you're gonna do this thing that I'm talking about, you want to go around here. Yeah, I think for most people, if you had a choice between disability or working, most people would rather be healthy and working. But sometimes it just doesn't work that way for you. Depending what end of if you get the shitty end of the stick or not. But yeah, this area, you can fight extremely strong enemies. Like this thing. Like the aforementioned snow crab. Or regular crab. I'm gonna cast hold though, because I think it might work on them. I think that might have been one of those things that I did. Yeah. That's how you deal with these guys. Attack up. And you may as well use the E key, because you can't do much damage. It'll speed things up a bit. Then cast, I don't know, some spark, I guess. E key, then hit. I meant to switch to the longsword, just for a little bit extra damage. There, he's not held any longer. But I also don't want him hitting me, so... but this might do it. Okay, good. So yeah, 1326 EP. Not a lot of GP, but that's an alright amount of EP. Bono, another level. And Mega gained another level. So that's a snow crab. Hey, Ralph Gittins, how you doing? Hey, you're on early tonight. Yeah, I plan on going out a bit later, so I ended up going on early. Probably around... let me get an actual time in front of me. 2.5 hours, probably, I'll be going out. So I thought I'd stop on early. I also need to replenish... your AP. And yours too. And for the sake of this area, put the long sword on. Be a little better. And also, let's just make sure that our health is at, you know, tippy top. If I see the 3 enemies, though, I'm probably gonna run. So, like, it's not an awful place to grind, but... like, fighting those crabs are probably your best bet. For, like, the speed... I forgot there were fly enemies here. Run away. Eh. Well, if I'm not gonna be able to run, then... so clearly I should have kept the Rang. Yeah, go ahead, cure all of your brethren. see if I care. Yeah, the gang's all here, watch out. Yeah, the usual suspects. Well, hopefully they'll just run out of magic. And waste their turns a bunch, but I don't think that's how this works. Oh, these guys are actually kind of pushovers. And I really didn't have to do that. So we'll just E-key the rest of them. I thought they would be way tougher. But depending on how they decide to attack the party, could have very easily just wiped us all out. You defend. E-key, and yeah, just attack some more. Yeah, that's fine. Not sure why that one didn't get healed. Unless it's like a fixed amount of healing. Could be, I'm not sure. Yeah, let's just continue to Thunderbolt. It'll increase the likelihood of everyone else surviving. E-key... I don't know, here's an herb. They're being really nice about not killing my whole party. Cold. E-key. And let's just hope. Yeah, these are some pretty sturdy-ass bugs, that's for sure. Ah, I didn't slam the... Didn't slam the ideal one. Well, it's getting close. Let's try to narrow it down to one. Yeah, no such luck. Lifes. Could use a moon drop, like seriously though. I don't have regular. Yeah, I do. Okay. Let's just heal one. Yeah, that might not have been the greatest idea. You herb yourself, and you try life too. Like, I'm not gonna use a lot of this stuff, so let's just use it now. This is kind of the ideal time to use it. Well, they seem to heal every other turn. It seems to be regardless of whether or not I've even inflicted any damage. See if you can't heal yourself. And you use an E-key. Oh good, you healed right off the hop. Okay, so this fight was way more complicated than it had to be. Now you're gonna heal everybody, correct? Okay, good. But yeah, these aren't exactly the ideal enemies to be fighting. I don't think they even really give you that good of experience. Like, I think I'm gonna get under 1,000, but we'll see. This is kind of what makes it not worth it to fight the enemies here. Unless we get a good RNG. Yeah, like that was not worth the effort. What, one bit? I would have been better off just... taking it. Although if I had the Rang, that would have been good for them, but... no such luck. God damn. Lord Dragon King. Thanks for the channel update, MegaHarv. Good to see you're feeling better. Oh, well, thank you, Lord Dragon King. I couldn't... like, I'm still not 100%, but I'm definitely way better than I was. I haven't been that sick in a while. Okay, they had 2. Run. Please run. It's not even worth fighting those 2. Do I not have other herbs? Yeah, I do. I have some. But yeah, later you'll want to come back here regardless to get... here we go. To get, one of your dragon upgrades. Your armor, or probably not the weapon, but something. You should probably just E-key. I doubt you'll do 30 damage. There's also a warlock we can fight here. You want to use pretty much the same strategy on it. Keep doing paralyze. The warlock's the one you really have to worry about. So he just has really super powerful magic. And if you haven't noticed by now, magic kind of just has a flat rate. It's like, oh, it always does this much damage. But really, you'd be better off coming back here when Bo has 30 AP. Then you could at least take out one of these crabs and... I don't know, 3 turns. But it seems like Paralyze works 100% of the time on those crabs. Ooh, he left some meat. Good old crab meat. Yeah, you'd have nothing but time to stream in that case. You know, silver lining. Make the most of it. I'd like to show off some of the other enemies. At least the warlock. But hey, if you're gonna just continue to get me to fight the crab, that's okay. It's probably the most efficient way to grind here. Okay, and he's still frozen. Which, if you hadn't noticed, like, when this guy's frozen, his sprite does stop moving. Otherwise, he's moving. Then you know whether or not to reapply hold or not. Jeez, I may as well just keep the Rang equipped here if it's not gonna make any noticeable difference to the attack power. Because before I was doing, like, what, 7? Now it's doing 8? Like, what do you do? 12 for a slam? There we go. What now? Agility up. Probably will never use that. I'll either stay here till I run out of acorns, or I get killed outright. What else? I was gonna re-equip the Rang. Because if I fight some of those bugs, we might be able to just take them out, like, semi-efficiently. Crabs for days. crab slushy. Sounds pretty delicious. Just need a couple more pieces. Mainly a webcam, a PS4 camera. Unless a webcam can work on a PS4, would it? Does anybody know? Yeah, I believe that what Lord Dragon King just said is right. If you hook your PS4 to an Elgato, you can use any webcam you wanted. But to just... I know any microphone works on the PS4. But I believe he's right. You need to have, like, a PS4 cam in order to have, like... in order for that to work on the PS4, unless you feed it through an Elgato. But I have plugged in my regular microphone into my PS4. That's how I did that Overwatch video that one time. Just plugged it into the second slot. I sincerely doubt a regular webcam would work, but... you're welcome to try it. Oh, you're still held, so... E key and... rang on that drum. Yeah, I presume you don't have an Elgato. It's the Capturesoft. Like, if anytime you've ever seen me do a PS4 game, it's probably been through an Elgato. They're not exactly... I wouldn't call them cheap. They're like $100, but... it's an option. I missed the AP increase. How much more AP do you have now? Ah, a little more. A little more enough to speed up this whole excursion. I really need to... really don't need to do that. And here you go, the hero. Your luck has gone up. And a wisdom potion. There's really no need to put that on you. There's no need to put wisdom on anybody, really. If all the magic is fixed. You're getting it anyways. Like, I could have hoarded those till later. For the permanent mage that I'll have in my party. I healed, didn't I? Not that I really needed to. Yeah, next PlayStation needs 6+ USB ports. I'm guessing the PlayStation doesn't use... like, you can't hook in, like, a USB, like, multi-adapter to it. Alright, so, we're probably gonna get killed right now. Let's try not to get killed. I don't even remember if hold works on these chaps, but let's try it. And E key. Oh, you guys don't do as much damage as I thought you did. Like, I mean, enough. The only thing is, here, you can't tell if they're actually frozen, because they don't move anyway. I'm gonna presume that it did work, and continue to hold other guys. Yeah, fighting 3 of these guys, not great for your health. You should probably just heal somebody. Yourself, maybe. Even. Yes. And... use the E key, and you use an acorn on bow so I can keep this damage output going. You'd really, like, if you're going to do this, you'd really be better off coming back here after you get your dragon upgrade. But at that point, I think you fight monsters that give comparable experience. Because the balancing in this game is not the best, as far as, like, experience and whatnot goes. You're all, like, withering away. Heal yourself. I didn't even notice if any of the dudes were held last time. Oh, it seemed to have worked. The other dude's didn't seem to move. Hey, Kodo, I got a pair of crossword tickets I'm gonna scratch for episode 20. I've been lazy and put it off for a while. I don't blame you. I find the crossword tickets are, like, the most difficult tickets to do, like, a scratch ticket video on. It's a lot to keep track of, and I just find they're time-consuming. Not that I have an issue with it being time-consuming, but I just find that it's easy to miss potential winners. Let's keep casting hold, because it seems to work. Now all that's left to show is the wizard, and then I'll probably just keep going. Now I'll just presume that Paralyze is still working. Yeah, sort of. Still working enough. Now you just keep... Just hold on, Nina, just hold on. That works. We're doing way better here than I could have ever hoped. Even though we almost got killed by flies not that long ago. I was gonna cast Hold again, but there's really no point. I may as well just do this, and that'll probably be the end of them. If it wasn't for that slam, maybe not. But still, Snow Crab's better. Hey, there's a bird, but there's no way I'm gonna get it up there. Okay, 3 more acorns. Let's do it. Come on, Warlock. Let's do battle. Yeah, I've had pretty good luck with my Logitech cams in my day. I've never really played around with any other than built-in laptop webcams. I've never really played around with another brand. Well, that's a crab, so... I might come back here after in a minute and do some more grinding. And also try to show off the Warlock. But I'm pretty sure in the Warlock you can freeze them too. Although if memory serves me correctly, I know they have, like, hands that don't look attached to their body. Why'd I do that? Hands that aren't attached to their body. But I can't remember if they stop if they get held or not. They might just operate independently of the creature. I like them apples. We didn't get hit by one crab. Pull the trigger and get a 1440p monitor. How much do those even run? That's probably a bit of an investment. Yeah, so let's turn around, get rested, get acorned up again. Buy loads of acorns. It'll make Bo quite useful. If you can do 80 damage every turn. Like as I just illustrated, we're taking out regular enemies like halfway through the game. from halfway through the game to 3. That works. I'm gonna get no end to herbs, but here we go. And I do currently remember I have like 10 grand in the bank. I will forget, but it's staying there for now. Is there marble 3s? Nah, whatever. If there's not, whatever. I never did have a nap, so let's go nap. Depending on the size of the monitor, you could be looking at between 300 and 1,000 Canadian. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm usually pretty behind the times when it comes to a lot of technological things. Although I have, like, what, an LCD TV that I just use as a monitor. Because I don't watch TV, it's my monitor. If I do watch TV, it's, like, internet, like, through the internet somehow. TV should just bite the bullet already and be like, alright, we'll just be a website on the internet. I feel like they're kind of grasping. We still have 11 marble 3s, that's plenty. And we don't even go to Agua yet. We can't, we don't have the tablet. Right? So, there's no point in even going there. We're supposed to go this way. Supposed to. And also of note, the water that you get here, like the water jar, you can come back. I'm probably going to do that, actually, just to show you, and it's good to have. Ooh, that's a very nice hat. Let's put it on our heads. Well, on somebody's head. You have the oldest hat, so... Okay. It's nice, but... barely worse than the visor. Where'd the nice hat go? Like, for real, where is it? It should still be selectable. Oh. I'm wearing it. That's a little better. Your speed and your magic barely goes down, though. And I doubt you want it over the bronze hat. I'm just not gonna wear it, how about that? There, now I get to show you some amoeba enemies. Like other regular archers and stuff. I should probably get that herb that's down there. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. To be honest, you don't need a 1440p monitor. It's just a luxury. Yeah. And that's why TV companies are trying to mess up the internet with all this AD apocalypse. I'm not sure I even heard about this AD apocalypse. Yeah, I presume whatever TV I have is probably like at least 1080p, but I don't know. I bought this TV in like the last year or so new. I'm not 100% sure that I was using it. No, I was definitely using it at the start of the year. Last year. Because I was, I bought it around somewhere around the time I was still heavily playing Overwatch, so I wasn't uploading every day yet. $22-inch monitor, 1080p, $129.99. Yeah, that sounds alright. Oh yeah, the advertising. Yeah, the ad apocalypse, yeah. It's a little mind-blowing because, like, Okay, ad companies, did you just figure out the internet is not TV? And that's what made the internet explode, because TV's, like, so overly regulated. Whereas the internet, it's like, oh, anyone can make a video? That's the appeal. Now they're like, oh, someone said some bad words, or, you know... Not that I'm condoning extremist videos being on YouTube and whatnot, but, I don't know, take them down. Instead of using it as a play to get cheaper ad rates or whatever the ad companies are trying to do. You know, unless you're like a TV star, then you're allowed anyway to do these things. Not that that comes at all to a surprise to me. Just saying. I could have gone this way, I think. Yeah, could have. I haven't even seen the amoeba yet, I know there is one. Just set a compressor on my OBS sound output. Good idea. I set a compressor on mine, although I think I should tinker with the compression a little more. Like, I think my audio sounds alright, but if I was more, you know, in tune with audio compression and whatnot, here they are, then I would, my audio would sound that much better, but... That's a handy thing about the Rang. You get one slam, it's 3 guaranteed slams. Yeah, look at this enemy having different sprites for how much damage has been inflicted. This was like back in '93. I don't think we really saw that then. Treasure. I'm gonna use 1 marble 3. 1 additional marble 3. So I think those are all the enemies I really wanted to show off. And if there's a matter of grinding, you know, go fight some more snow crabs, rather than... I've been paying attention to how much experience things have been giving me here, frankly. I should. Oh yeah, there's definitely some tinkering to do with, like, the compression in and of itself. If it sounds awful, just keep playing around with the settings. Eventually it'll sound good. I just watched well, a buddy of mine who knows a fair bit about audio stuff recommended the compressor for me to begin with. Then I kind of YouTubed it, and then I just sort of, like, hacked it all together, and it's like, eh, it sounds better. I'm sure there's more I could do to it. Maybe I want to compress it a bit more than I have. There's also other things I'm sure I can do to it, but compression's a good place to start. I didn't pay attention again. Let's do this. Oh, G-Knight, they give you like nothing. What do the 3 amoebas give? It's like the 3 amigos, but they're amoeba. What do the 2 amoebas give off? We shall see. Oh yeah, you weren't having a lot of luck with OBS start. I've heard that it seems like it's either you do XSplit or OBS. I didn't get far enough with XSplit. I know I was looking at it, but I think you have to pay for it, so I was like, oh, I'll just figure out OBS. Let me look again. Yeah, 156, they give like nothing. I want to add an alpha mask image blend. I know about like alpha channels and stuff, I'm guessing it's like a similar idea. I really don't know much about like optimal audio quality and, like, video quality. I feel like as far as my video quality goes, at least for the webcam for me, it'd be better suited for me to just play around with my lighting. It's probably what I really need. Also, one of these days, a long time from now, I'd like to have a green screen. But I don't know when that'll be. Maybe I should get a green screen, paint this couch, you know, green screen green. We're pretty much here. I was gonna use another... Isn't there a treasure up here? I don't know, I'm coming back here for more water anyway, so I can check then. Water jar fills with water. You receive the cleansing water. Bo hurries through Romero. So yeah, you can come back here and get cleansing water pretty much whenever you want. There's a certain point in the game where you can't. Which is kind of a good thing. Bo sprinkles the water just right in this specific area. Don't spread it by the dead people or anything, it's fine. The cleansing water purified the soil. Oh yeah. Thank you, warrior. Use this tablet to enter Agua. Ah, okay. Now I go to Agua. Oh, it's like green screen. Makes the game see-through. Oh, that's how you do that in Alpha Mask. Okay, gotcha, Ted. Your webcam becomes see-through. Doing it because I lack green, too. Don't blame you. Alright, I'm gonna use XSplit Gamecast. It worked a lot better in my system. Yeah, it's really all... So long as it works, that's all that matters. One of these is a nerve there. Two of them? Here. And I'm gonna take a tablet. I'd like to take another tablet and call them in the morning. But basically... you carry... Like, you can put the water jar away if you want. But I'd rather just carry it around and have water in it. Because it basically acts as a moon drop. Which just heals everybody, which is... It's good to have, like, a moon drop you can go fill up whenever you want. I'm gonna buy more acorns. Even though I haven't used any yet. And I probably also need a nap. You know what? Not even really. I don't even really. I still want to show off the Warlock as well. So I'm gonna go fill up this water jar. I'm gonna show you the Warlock enemy, however long that takes. Then we'll go to Agua. Marble free. So let's just go way back. Back to where we were. It's a little off the beaten path, but it's good to have in a pinch, even though we already have 3 moon drops. I'd rather use the renewable moon drop source. Oh, look at me. I was gonna say, did I actually go the right way? There's no way I did. And I almost got a little excited about it. Yeah, let's do another marble. Marble the third. Fight a snow crab and a warlock, it'll be more experience than we'd get from every enemy encounter we engaged along the way. 10 minutes of battles. Oh yeah, and we never did, maybe that was what I missed earlier. Up and around. You think I'd remember stuff occasionally, but... not anymore. One more marble 3 ought to do it, if not... I just don't want to... For whatever reason, I just don't want to walk back to Tantar or Tuntar to get more marble 3s. Even though it's not a far walk. Yeah, here's those treasures. an herb, and I don't know, something else. An apple and an herb. Oh, bronze hat. It's actually not an herb. What's you messing with me, game? Someone's hacked into my game. There wasn't a... Your speed goes down 2, defense goes up 4. Let's do it. You seem better suited for it. Oh yeah, I still gotta walk out. It doesn't rush you out anymore. Yeah, water jar fills with water. Now we got cleansing water, and you know it's full because if you look at it, it has a comma. That's how you know it's full. Jar contains the cleansing water. It doesn't tell you that what it does, but that's what it does. But I don't think I have a way I can warp out of the dungeon, at least not yet. I might not at all, but at least not yet. Just keep using them. May as well use them up. Then use one more, then I can fight more warlocks. Or, you know, any warlocks. They might actually give you the best experience, but are that much harder to kill, so... I don't remember exactly, but that might be the case. But on the other hand, I don't think it's very much longer in the game where stuff starts giving you, like, 1,000 experience points. Oh, I thought I had another floor. I guess not. No more floor. Come on, you stinking warlock, I can smell you. Where are you at? That was timely. We have 30 AP, so this will go way more smoothly now. Maybe it has to be night. I don't think it does. Like, I mean, if you guys are gonna keep showing up, I'll gladly take you out. I don't even really need to E-key at this point. 3 of these ought to cut the mustard. Well, I mean, you can E-key. You just attack. Yeah, we did it. It was enough. What are we learning? There's warp. Good. Damn it. Try to run from these guys. If I die, I die. Like, a case like this, it doesn't annoy me so much that I can't run away, because it's like, okay, these guys are probably way stronger than my whole party. Maybe I could cast Warp and get away. That might be a thing I can do. No, it's not. Okay. Let's use a regular life. A couple of those acorns. And healing. And healing a bunch. That's better. Come on, Warlocks. Wants to fight you. I'm not interested in fighting the Lancers or the Bugs. These guys, sure. Hold. And I guess more E key. You know, I could probably just kill it first. Yeah, let's hold it just to be safe. Because I don't remember how hard these things hit. Pretty sure you don't want them hitting you. They might cast, like, cold-ass magic. I forget. There he is, finally. Warlock. Like I was saying, I'm pretty sure you can hold these guys too. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, his arms might also operate independently. Yeah, like he's frozen, but you can't tell. So I'm gonna cast hold again, just in case. This guy can hit you pretty hard. I don't even need to use a hold fry, but I will. And then I can warp back to the town and heal. Then go to Agua, it'll be way faster. There we go. Yeah, that might be slightly more efficient as far as experience goes. We're not even really gaining levels fighting them now, so let's... Now that I've showed you all the super strong enemies, and that's how you would take them out, should you feel inclined to do a similar challenge. Well, let's swing by here first, actually. And grab more Marble 3s, in case I feel inclined to not engage in the random battles in this game. I don't know whose idea it was to take the Marble 3s out. Like I said, I love Breath of Fire too, but that's the most noticeable blemish in the game. Yeah, random encounters, way too many. Just a vast amount of them. There's probably just as many in this game, it's just not as noticeable because of Marble 3s. Or they could have at the very least changed it so, okay, you won't fight enemies that are, like, so much weaker than you. It's like, okay, fine. I can't get any here, either. Okay, well, Windland. I'll find some. I know there are some. I'll go back to the first town if I have to. I know they're there. If nowhere else. That ought to do it. That ought to cut the mustard. How's that a saying, cut the mustard? Mustard's not hard to cut to begin with. Like, I mean, if I were to spread a line of mustard down on a countertop, and then attempt to cut it in two, wouldn't be a problem. I could split that mustard in two. With a pretty dull knife. I could even use, like, the not sharp end, and I could still cut the mustard. Okay, fine, I'll buy them this way, because you're gonna make me. I wonder if that other town's been rebuilt. I'm gonna check that too, since we're on a Tour Le Monde. Yeah, let's do that. Might not be fixed yet. I can't remember when it gets fixed. Camlon, yeah. That's the town. I'll know in, like, half a second if it's fixed. Yep. Because it has the happy music. Let's have a nap first. Have a nappy music before the happy music. Ooh, 1 GP? Yes, please. What a cheap stay. I always thought it should be cut to custard. Custard is tastier than mustard. Now that you mention it, I don't know if I've ever had custard. I know that he had like a last stand at one point. Ooh, an agility potion. Here you go, the hero of the game. I want you to have it. What does the apple do? I think that might be AP as well. No, just HP. You might need an apple for that aforementioned thing. But yeah, the statue is a gift from the king. Show me! Maybe I have to have the main character in the front row for that. Mega, close your eyes. It's Mega, you're our hero. It's a gold statue of me erected in my honor. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mega. Our kingdom has thrived with your help. I always joke that if I were to win like a foolish amount of money, that I would have a gold statue of myself built. I don't know if I was directly stealing that from this game or not when I said it, but... So I wouldn't put it past me to do that. Watch closely, the hands are quicker than the eye. Let's go talk to the king. Those guys are juggling their asses off. Look at that. They're not dropping anything. They need an award. Oh, what's with the... I'm making a face because... What game is this from? This vase from? That's not Breath of Fire. There's some enemy that's in a blue vase, and there's like a pink octopus, I think, in it. Is it just Chrono Trigger that had something like this? I think that's what I'm thinking. It has a similar vase sprite. But yeah, this whole area has been, like, re-varnished or whatever. Like, it didn't look this sharp when we first came here. Makes me wonder if I left the chests alone, if they'd have better things in them now. Probably not, but I don't know. I've never tried it. Oh yeah, you can just, like, go to the king now, because it's not a raggedy-ass dungeon. Hey, Aaron K, how's it going? Yeah, I don't think I've ever had custard. Irritates, what's up? I think the irony of saying would be lost. Because cutting custard has a little bit of effort, whereas cutting mustard is supposed to have no resistance. Ah, okay. Yeah, it might have just been Chrono Trigger. Wouldn't that be a sign of a narcissist having a statue of yourself made? Most certainly, yes. It's more of a joke, though. I wouldn't... Unless I had, like, Bill Gates money, maybe I would. I don't know if it... Because building a gold statue is really not a smart idea. Like, especially if it's, like, pure gold, because it wouldn't last. You'd be better off having, what? Bronze statue, I think, would last longer. Most metals would. Mega, we're having the celebration to wish you a successful journey. The king believes in your strength. He knows that you'll defeat Zog. You're awfully confident in my abilities, and thank you. Good old thixotropic custard. Custard's pretty great if you get it from a decent place. Don't buy all custard from a shelf that's been sitting for a month. Yeah, it's a sign of preservation. Both taste like shit to me. What, gold and bronze statues? And not custard and mustard? If you're on a diet, mustard is actually one of the best condiments you can use. There's, like, no calories in it. And there's not really much bad in it for you, from what I understand. And there's like turmeric and mustard, which does all sorts of good stuff. Let's go back to Romato. Yeah, gold-plated, maybe. No, that's crop dusting. Isn't cutting mustard another way of saying farting? There's crop dusting, which is like a fart reference. I've never heard of that as far as cutting the mustard. Oh yeah, Aaron, that's what you're talking about, yeah. That's crop dusting. Dust the crop with a one-cheek sneak. Hey, Dave Hoffman, how's it going? Homemade custard is the best. Yeah, it's cut the cheese. Yeah, that's the saying. Mustard, custard, I hate them both. Well, you can eat honey mustard, but not regular mustard. Depends what I'm eating. I'll eat either. Is honey mustard and Dijon mustard basically the same thing? I always imagine them being more or less the same. I'm gonna save it again. And by again, I mean at all. Because I think when you die, it just takes you back to wherever the last place you saved is. And if you haven't saved, it just takes you back to the first save place in the first town. Or the only save place in the first town. Oh, genuine cheese emits a smell when you cut it. I never questioned that, but it probably does. Ah, I gotta get bow in the front again. Because I remember being able to hit, like, left and right and switching party members. But that's Breath of Fire, too. It doesn't happen yet. Okay, it is pretty much. I don't want to make you laugh, haha, still have a bit of a cough. Yeah, it's still lingering in there. There's, like, down here, I can still feel, like, a little bit of phlegm or whatnot. It's in a hard spot to grab and get it out. But I won't go in, like, too nasty of a coughing fit. Oh, Caitlin, Dijon mustard is spicier than honey mustard. Okay, gotcha. Dijon is fake. Excuse me. I'm not a fan of French or English mustard. Just Scottish mustard, right? I prefer American mustard. Oh! I could have at least finished reading that. I just thought it was like a racial thing. But then you like the American mustard, so... Although I think there might be an American mustard called French's, which should be French mustard. It might be French mustard, but I don't think it is. Let's fight some of these monsters before, Yeah, if you have the lock guy here, you can just go through here. You have to come back here a number of times, and that number is greater than 1. You also need another character to punch down that wall. To punch it down! Did we fight these riders already? I can't remember. Probably in the water cave. The strawberry beer is not so great once it's room temperature. Cold, it's pretty good. Meant to say fancy. Freedom mustard, yeah. Or drag king. I could invent Scottish mustard. I don't think it currently exists. May contain haggis. I feel like it would be perfect for haggis. Whatever blend of spices and whatnot that would complement a haggis, add that in the Scottish mustard. Feel free to adopt that idea and make your millions. It can be in that Scottish restaurant. So remember there's gonna be haggis and there's something else that I had inspired. Maybe it was just something like lard-based, I forget now. There it is. I thought Scottish food was already fermented, so they don't need mustard. It's not really a need. Is Acer a good brand? I never bought anything from Acer. Oh yeah, haggis sushi. Excuse me. That was actually a... That's a good cough. For how unintrusive it was. There's... or was it? Acer stuff. I don't remember... I don't think Acer is, like, the greatest. I'm trying to think, because I tend to get Samsung or, Toshiba stuff. Like, when it comes to my computers, I tend to go Toshiba. Even though my, my desktop is an HP. I don't know if I don't think I've ever had an Acer computer. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. Acer is okay, not the best, definitely not the worst. Yeah, that sounds about what I thought. Like, if you're looking for a middle of the road something, Acer is your bet. Is a good bet in that regard. I'm gonna use a Marble 3 because all the enemies here are weak sauce. They might get stronger the further up we go. But I forget. There might not be anything over here, but let's try it anyway. Yeah, it was just the crumbly ass wall. Let's see if I can remember where that hidden thing is. I think it's where the walls are gray. So I don't think it's like... Yeah, it's not here. But it's like on that side. Whatever it is, I can't remember. I've never actually gotten it, I just watched a Let's Play and it was like... How would you ever find this on your own? The answer is you wouldn't. This game actually has a lot of just random-ass hidden stuff in it. Like, yeah, just go all the way to the end here, and... Can I put that on Nina? No, I can't. Then, yeah, go ahead and... have the sun hat. It's heavy, but whatevs. Acer is the monitor I'm looking at on the source website. I'm not sure what would, like... As far as why you would want one monitor over another, if, say, one's like a 1080p compared to another 1080p, I'm not really sure what the differences would be other than one might last longer than another, or there would be less cost up front. This'll take me back. I can't remember if there's a treasure over here, though. Yeah, there was. Still is. Let's grab this herb. And go the other side. Ooh, an iron ch. Let's give Mega the iron ch. Yeah. Not much point in putting it on bow. Onward. Except I went the wrong onward. Let's go the other onward. Then this way, and then the old loop-de-loop. When we got another treasure, how, will this be more herb-like? It may be. Bear with me. Ooh, thief, coal. I think Bo can equip these. Or maybe it's the person who would make sense can equip these. Also, I forgot this was a thing that's in the game. You don't know what someone's can equip? Who can equip it? Well, I can. But it'll tell you who can equip any given anything. I'm actually starting to run out of space already. I should stop hoarding so much. You're not Mega, you are. Well, that's a bit of a boost here. That. Let's take it. Refresh rates, contrast ratios, LED screen, OLED screen. Be a lot of differences between monitors. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll pick up a good monitor on a budget if you shop around. Makes sense. I'm usually pretty big on buying, like, used, refurbished, whatever, whenever I can. Some stuff you're better off just getting new. Like, I'd probably want a new monitor if I was to go that route. I'd either want a new monitor or just, like, the most ancient piece of crap I could find. Let's Marble 3 it up some more. I don't even know if I wanted to go this way, but I did. I can turn around, it's not like I can't. I wonder if the girl wearing a hairband can wear the hairband. It's looking like it. I always do that, I swap back and forth between a couple of times. So I can actually weigh out... It's actually ideal. So I can weigh out what's going up and down and stuff. Looks like I'm in a hollowed out tree at the moment. Bracelet, eh? Doesn't Nina already have a bracelet? No, she has a wrist. You're better off with the bracelet, though. I'm pretty sure it's here and not in Karma Tower that, what I was just talking about. The secret thing on the wall. Here it is. Steel bow. Because, you know, obviously it's there. Pretty good. Like, 20 more attack. Like, rather than always spend all my AP. Or I could just spend my AP. How much space do I have? Do I have 2 space left? Yeah, I'm gonna have to start selling some stuff here soon. Because I don't need most of this. The majority of these items, I don't need them. But yeah, that's just it's a hidden bow. Let's fight this guy now. This apparition. I am the boss that guards the key. You want to test your strength? Yeah, I do. I'm gonna test my strength with... Actually... No. Let's do that. Let's up your attack up. You use an E key, because you'll probably do more damage with that than your regular attack at the moment. But yeah, you'll come to find out this game absolutely loves these, wispy enemies. I guess it's not like a huge love for them, but we see them a number of times as the game progresses. Okay, one more of these. I just kind of want to do one regular attack with bow to see how much damage it does. It won't be anywhere near 80. But I'm curious. Let's use another acorn already. How much damage? 30? Are we gonna do 30 damage? Not even. Like I said, I still want to see, so... This is us seeing. Yeah, not really worth it, especially for this fight. But if you didn't realize what a good, like, black mage bow really is, especially at this stage of the game, might not have really occurred to you to try that out. Back before I had a credit card, I used to buy those prepaid ones at the store. But sometimes they still wouldn't... Like, some places didn't like accepting them sometimes. I could still buy a lot of stuff that way, but it wasn't like a surefire method. What else? There's something else I was gonna do. That wasn't just attack, but... Turns out I'm gonna just attack, so... Although I totally should have E-keyed. I don't know if this guy actually has, like, a second form, though. He might be one of the few that doesn't. Yeah, he just goes away. About as much experience as those regular enemies were issuing. The only thing with the prepaid cards is it's like, I don't know, $6 to activate them. So it's not great if you want to buy something that's like $6. It's like, well, I'm really paying $12 for the $6 thing, but if you're buying something halfway expensive, it's like, eh. Sometimes you can just get a better deal that way. Oh, and Amazon vouchers in the store. Use that to buy from there. I never thought to do that. Credit cards are extremely overrated. Yeah, I don't like to use them a lot of the time. It's more I have one now just to, like, build credit and whatnot. Or if, you know, something awful happens. If something hellish happens, then you have, like, a couple of $1,000 to help bail you out. Well done, Mega. You deserve the key. Search this pillar. Why can't you just give me... Well, I guess you're not really a physical being. So let's make it out of here, I guess. Make our way on out of here. Hey, Fade Dragon Tier, how you doing tonight? Welcome to some Breath of Fire February. So now we're just making our way back down from Agua. Just fought the Wisp. Just found the steel bow hidden in the wall. That's just there for some reason. Just for those people that check everything. And you'd have to check everything to get it. Or to know to get it. Good man, good. Love me some BOF. I figured with the way your dragon tears faded and whatnot. So yeah, enjoy the show. I will be on for probably about another hour, about another hour and a half or so tonight. Then I'm gonna be gallivanting the countryside. But this is pretty much my plans for February, just work my way through the series as far as I can. I reckon I'll get somewhere in the middle of Dragon Quarter before the end of the month. But we'll see, because I won't be on tomorrow because I'm doing Super Bowl party. Well, I'll be at one, I'm not doing one per se. But then I'll pretty much be Breath of Fire and, you know, maybe I'll try to finish off the After Years in the afternoon. And I still want to get through Mega Man X7 and X8. Yeah, credit cards are definitely not free money. Then they wonder how they racked up so much debt they have no way of paying off. Well, yeah, with like the interest rates and everything too. But if it's like... There are instances where they're good to have them, but yeah, they're... You have to know they're not free money. Alright, so we got the... Oh, the robot key. I need to sell some of this stuff. Oh yeah, it's the king key. Yeah, king key. I never really put that together. I don't think I even mentioned that in my last playthrough. So yeah, let's sell some of these items. It's not like you can throw them or anything. Yeah, nice, full schedule. Oh yeah. Poor Dragon King, it's a good thing that they didn't make a Breath of Fire 6. They would have fucked that up if they did. Oh, Fate Dragon's here. It's just kind of like a running gag that we've been saying in the chats where I'm like, Breath of Fire 6. We don't talk about Breath of Fire 6. Not that I've actually played it, but anything I've heard about it doesn't make me want to play it. If I have time and a way to, I might at the end of the month, but not really counting on it. Bronze hat, yeah, sell all this stuff. I want to save all my stuns and whatnot for the first dragon fight. It'll make it go by a lot faster. Yeah, let's sell it. Bronze sword, yes. Yeah, let's get rid of the nice hat. I think that's about all I'm gonna bother selling at the moment, and this. The W antler I'll put in the bank. Then I'll still have it. I think that's all I'm gonna put away. Oh, you can't even put the water jar away. Well, then you may as well have it filled with the water then. I can still sell the visor too, I guess. Nope, it doesn't exist. Ah, right on. I actually did. At one point I was doing the retrospective videos for the whole series. Ah, right on, Fade Dragon 2. 6 is not... 6 is not good at all. Well, it has maybe the best soundtrack in the series. Fishing minigame was also good. Oh, cool. Yeah, it took me a year for the first 5. Came back to do 6 last year. I never questioned how the fishing minigame would be. I always enjoy the fishing minigames, I feel, way more than I should. Breath of Fire 3 probably has my favorite one. And I don't know what they did for fishing in Dragon Quarter. I can't remember if they had a fishing game. They must have. That's good to know that 6's fishing game's, like, at least decent. Alright, so let's warp back to Romero. Or do we have to go... Well, either way. Tantara, we have to go back to the robot maybe first. And I'm intrigued that its soundtrack is good. But outside of that, game-wise, I feel like it wouldn't be so, so great. I mean, I would like a real Breath of Fire game on a console. I would love to see, like, a true blue Breath of Fire 7. But we'll see. I'm not holding my breath. Of fire. That wasn't funny, but I had to force the laugh. Let's go back to the robot. I can't remember if I'm supposed to go here first yet or not, but I'm going to. Hey, I'm Min. How's it going? And Jin's Hero. What's going on? Classic RPG like Lunar. Oh yeah. Dare to pay cash for everything. Why? Because it's simple and there's no chance of any complications. Yeah, Dragon Quarter can be a chore to get through without annoying time limit. Back when I first played Dragon Quarter, I definitely had huge issues with the time limit. I feel like to play it again now, it will annoy me way less, and I'll probably have the patience for it. In which case, I might end up liking it a fair bit. Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, exactly. Agreed. Fey Dragon tier. Yeah, Breath of Fire deserves the AAA treatment. Well, like, pretty much Breath of Fire 1 to 4 across the board, everyone will agree. They're like, yeah, they're pretty good. 5, it starts to get a little muddled. So it's kind of weird that they decided to drop the series entirely after the... well, the 5th one, I guess. Oh, I was gonna say the 4th one, but really the 5th one. Ooh, let's get some meat. Hopefully. We got it. We got the meat. Yeah, and if I go here and I went here prematurely, then I'll just warp back. But I'm pretty sure I do this first. Where to? Well, there is inflation. Yeah. Use a debit card for more than 20 years. Never owned a credit card. What? Bacon? Oh yeah, from the fish. The pig, not the fish. Fish are different from pigs. We're gonna eat well at this wedding. Ah! That's when you need the marble 3s. Like, specifically. It's worth the $9 to get... like, you could sell the meat for... I don't think it's overly expensive. But meat's a good way to... Antlers? Will you just run around and explode? Ah. I guess not. Or Dragon King. I'd love to see you play through the Phantasy Star series one day, Harv. I don't know if I would play through the whole series of it. I'm definitely gonna Marble 3 and try to get that... that bird. If I just shoot as soon as I get out of this menu, you probably hit one. Excuse me. Excuse me. I could try it though sometime. Like, I'm almost certain I'll be playing Phantasy Star 4 at some point. 2, I wasn't exactly thrilled about. But 1, I really liked. I didn't beat it, but I really liked it. 3, I beat. And 4 was, 4 I didn't get to, because I was kind of Phantasy Starred out. Because I played 1, 2, and 3, like, all in order. Oh, I'm not even on the right plane. I can't shoot him. I didn't think that's how that worked. These guys are hard ones to get. But got one. Got some meat. Isn't easy to get. This item will recover HP for all of the party members. I wonder how much that sells for. Yeah, I'm fine with the one that I got. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush, they say. If I was like a half step quicker. I love how arrows can't go over, like, the mountaintops. Like, it makes sense the other way around, but... that probably would have been a little complicated for the hardware at the time. So let us... get this robot all alive and stuff. Oh, there's actually people here already. I thought that was later. Let's fight you now. I control the stone robot. Give me that key. You would maybe even enjoy the brief story mode for Phantasy Star Universe, PS2. Yeah, I might. I may very well. If I can find it around. I can't imagine it's overly rare. Or expensive. So I'll keep my eyes peeled. At least pick it up, why not? Oh, I like the Phantasy Star Universe games, and the Phantasy Star Portable games. I miss them. Yeah, what happened with Phantasy Star? Did it just kind of get played out, and they stopped making them? Or there was like a Breath of Fire instance where they were like, yeah, we're just gonna stop making these for no reason at all. Because of the Phantasy Stars that I played, probably Phantasy Star 1 was probably my favorite one. I liked 3 okay. I tried to get through without a walkthrough, and that didn't work. I got a lot further than I thought I would, considering I wasn't using a walkthrough. Like, I found one of the places that you basically just have to walk onto a random patch and go to the next area. Eventually my luck ran out with that, and it didn't work anymore. 6 damage, goodbye. I love killing things with, like, no hit points left. Ooh, I got another life, too. Here we go. Breathe some life into this robot. With its robot blood. Because what else could that be? Other than robot blood. Yeah, so just make sure you don't get your foot caught underneath one of those veins. I just imagine that happening and it just gives me like the heebie-jeebies. Like, ah, that would feel gross having something like trip over a vein in my body. Wouldn't feel good. So let's go back to town and rejoice. Love the warp spell. Great invention. Yeah, great game. The region log JP only. Oh, Phantasy Star Online 2. It's the latest place. Oh, Phantasy Star title. It's basically Japan only. They just didn't think Americans, the English-speaking folk, want to play it, I guess. I don't know why they would think that. Out of the way. It's interesting that Bo, like, pretty much looks identical to the rest of the other, like, Cobalt creatures. I guess I gotta go, around. So there we went. I heard there was, like, an online, like, Dragon Ball game. It was, like, based out of Korea that a lot of people were playing. It wasn't overly translated, but it was translated enough that English-speaking folk could play it, I guess. Keep moving, we can multitask this. There we go. I'm just gonna walk into a wall, don't mind me. That's how I multitask. What? Oh, do I just go to the boulder now? That might be what I actually do. Just barely got Monster Hunter aimed for the west after 10 years. It's gonna be a while. Before they decide we want Phantasy Star Online, too. Now, it seems like these companies, after a while, will just give up on a series for reasons. Yeah, maybe I just do this. What do we got? This is Zom 1. Yeah, maybe I just do this. I'm a little confused now. Let's use some marbles in the meantime. So I shouldn't be able to go through here, because there's, like, water still. I'm gonna go back to the robot. Never did see how much that meat sells for. Not that there's a massive hurry, but... Unless I just talk to it from out here. But I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. So now we have to come back here. But I already talked to the heart. Oh, I can actually, like... It lets me do this now. Okay. Maybe that's just it, then. Life to... Ooh, a marble 1 for critical hits. I'll just use a regular marble 3, however. Try not to use a marble by accident. Hey, Yasha Kitten, how's it going tonight? Yeah, Monster Hunter seems to be all the rage right now. I'd say that paid off for him big time. Doing good, just watching him playing some Monster Hunter World. Very nice. Yeah, just like I was saying, it seems to be all the rage at the moment. Oh. The key works. Just had to do this, that's all. Robot, take us to the lake. Yes, sir. But I'm a lady, sir. Other creators of God Eater are making their third game for the PS4 and Xbox too. Very nice. Look how tunnel vision this robot is. And it can seem to scale these cliff faces no problem. When we destroy the rock, we'll restore the river. Robot, use your power to destroy the rock. Or use its single solitary eye laser. Smash that rock. Smash it dead. Yeah, the robot's field of vision looks like a baseball field. Mega, we did it! We did. Yes, we can now return to the village. Okay, now let's return to the village. I know I missed a treasure in here, but I'm not overly concerned about that at the moment. For reasons. Look at the robot being all proud of himself up there, as he should be. Did good work. Yeah, now The Rock will never be WWE champion. Thank you for the Rock reference. I was kind of searching for one, but it wasn't coming to me. Like thinking People's Elbow. Nah, he's doing it to The Rock. I'm not sure if The Rock has ever been successfully People's Elbowed himself. I can't recall. I loved my stay, thank you, sir. Let's celebrate! Oh, we're not... I went to the wrong side of town. It seems so. What quaint neighboring towns. I don't think games do that a lot, really. The neighboring town thing. I'm trying to think of other instances off the top of my head, but nothing's coming to me, like, immediately. Unless you want to consider, like, Two River and Suikoden 2. Which is 3 towns right next to each other, I suppose. That counts. It's 1 town, but they're really 3 towns. 1 town, 2 rivers. 3 sections. There we are. Oh, I have to get the ring. Oh, but you have to give me the key. Alright, good. So, give me an herb. Because this game loves herbs. And get the key. Always an herb. Couldn't be an acorn ever just to change things up. Well, I mean, except for that one time where it's like a bronze hat and like an antidote or whatever it was, and I commented on it. In case you get lost, go back to the dragon. No one in these towns thought about building a bridge between each other. Why? I guess they just wanted to inconveniently use this bridge instead. Don't ask me why. But that's the decision they made, but it seems to be. Now, incidentally, when I picked this game back up, you know, 4 years later after I started 8 years from now, when I was in this dungeon last time when I recorded, I had just come home from the bar, and I was intoxicated, is what I was. If you ever want to know what I'm like not sober, look up my Let's Play Breath of Fire part, the one called Late Night Silliness. I was not a sober fella. But I had a lot of fun with the gameplay. Surprised I didn't end up doing it more, how much fun I had. I think I used a Marble 3. I don't think there's anything really special here to be fighting. No, my guess is not. This is where we'll need the key, correct? Because, you know, having the place submerged wasn't good enough. There's gonna be more of the same enemies that I'm gonna marble 3 here, too. Let's go deep into this well-like area. I don't know why it's well-like, I just decided it was. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use another marble 3 because the enemies here are subpar. Yeah. What's that, a connecting bridge once? Had a bad football, hockey, soccer, baseball match, and the riots destroyed the bridge. Yeah, I'm not sure about the long history of Tantar and Tuntar. They may have had a connecting bridge at one point, then had some sort of falling out, and then later a reunification of sorts. I never got around to rebuilding the bridge. Nothing behind here in the waterfall? No? I'm just gonna have this waterfall, it'll be fine. Oh my god, that's really a far drop. And being, you know, schlepped down with extra force with the current. Herb? What do we got? Life. We took another life. Is the way I'm supposed to go? What was the other way? Because there's... I want to check over here first. Yeah, I'll remember to do those marble 3s any time now. There also isn't really an efficient way to sort to auto-sort your stuff. I mean, you could do it manually, but I'm not really the guy that does that. I'm more of an organized chaos type of guy. Does this just lead me back up to the waterfall? Like, where is this specifically taking me? Okay. How did I don't know. Oh! I understand now. Okay. No worries. Because I thought, how would that lead me back up? This is the exact same place, but it was not the same. It was different. It was moderately different. One more marble 3. Until this one runs out. Then another marble 3. And so on and so forth. Herb? Life 2. We took a life, then took a life 2. Although that helped during one of the challenge fights. Might have been against the bugs I used the life 2 on. But there's no way I'm going to use them all anyway, so I wouldn't count on it. I don't remember this game ever getting, like, particularly difficult. Especially if you've played through it a few times. Breath of Fire 2, I would say, is more difficult. I wouldn't be surprised if I got through this game without, like, completely game overing. That probably won't happen with Breath of Fire 2. 2000 GP. Even though there's a certain point in the game where, rest assured, I will break it. I will break Breath of Fire 2. But not as, like, broken as I could break it. Because there's, for those of you who don't know much about Breath of Fire 2, there's like a town building aspect. Not really that far to start the game. Like, Anyway. You get to choose from 3 different formats for your town. One of them, you can cook stuff, and if you know what you're doing, you can basically max everyone's stats out if you do it right. But I probably won't choose that one. There's another one where it looks like the Taj Mahal, and it tells you about a bunch of stats about the game, like how long you've been playing and stuff. Normally I opt for the Othello minigame one, the one with like the standing, like the tree houses. Just because I like playing the game that way. Although it's more of a reset until you get the stuff you want. Although if you're looking to truly break the game, you want to use the cooking one. Sky Shield must be for the winged creature. Must be, that's why I didn't choose her first. Oh, there we go. We're getting so confused when Final Fantasy switched from the 1, 2, 3 level spells to the Ra and Aga level. I felt like I get how they want to be, like, more, like, original when it comes to than just having Fire 1, 2, and 3 or whatnot. Can I go the other way? But I was never overly thrilled about the decision. I thought Fire 1, 2, and 3 was fine. It doesn't need to be complicated. But here we got the ring, which I'm pretty sure we can equip. Let's try that. I think it raises attack by like 10 or 20 even. It's an accessory. I'm sure I'm not making this up. Yeah, it is 10 attack. Funny the things you retain after all these years. Yeah, this place is considered enough to have a warp out. Which makes sense if it's tied with the technology of the robot. Let's just warp now. Not through the equipment. Tantar. You are in a state of inebriation, which is a word no one can say while they are in it. That's a true one. Are you inebriated? No, I'm not inebriated. That should just be the drunk test. It's like, are you inebriated? No, I'm not inebriated. Okay, you're good to go. Are you inebriated? I'm not come with me. We're not even gonna breathalyze you, you're drunk. We're ready for the ceremony. Okay. Okay. I would have figured that out. Let's begin. Alright. Let the festivities begin. We're here to join Terry and Amelia. Have a long, happy life together. Yeah, sir, have you been drinking tonight? Say inebriation for me. Yeah, that would make a good test. Yeah, taco. But then they'd pull over that person that would have a speech impediment that's totally sober. And it would totally ruin the whole test. You can cross the river by using the stone robot. You'll find a port in the town on the other side. What did you just ask me to do? Oh yeah, let's do that. thanks, guys, now that you are now engaged in eternal wedlock, and nothing could possibly go wrong. Why, that's convenient. The robot's here already. I'll steal the stone robot during the wedding. Aha! You're telling us this through a megaphone? What are you doing? Robot, destroy the village. I will destroy village. Supercilious inebriation. Preternatural? What? All good words. Test blood alcohol level. Yeah, I would say. I can't say that one sober. Ha, what power? Destroy the next village, too. What? Do you want me to say Simon says? Destroy the next village now. Simon says, destroy the next village. What's going on? Why did you stop? Because your name's Simon. But yeah, that town gets totally destroyed. Hence why you can't warp to it, and why the inn was, like, $1 cheaper. It was foreshadowing of sorts. It's not a strange mist, it's the best mist. Yeah, that's right. You can walk into the robot from behind. Speedrunner strats right there. You know what? If I were to ever speedrun an RPG, might be Breath of Fire. Just because, you know, the Marble 3s, if anything. I say that, but I probably never would. So I'm just not a speedrun kind of guy, but who knows. This, I think, will just spit me right back out, yeah. So I know there's a treasure here I still didn't get. Yeah, that one. And I doubt it's anything fabulous. But let's get it. Let's attempt to get it. I don't even know if I need to be using Marble 3s. I think I should be. This way? Yeah. Yeah. We took a corn. Was that worth it? I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Oopsie daisies. Here we go. Better. Oh yeah, I like enjoying the game. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much my sentiments. Now, there are exceptions to that I've kind of started to piece together, even kind of recently. Because I always wondered, like, why would you ever want to do the Excalibur 2 run? Just ruin it. You wouldn't get to enjoy the game. But it's like, okay, play the game normally, then stop playing when you're bored or whatever, but then Excalibur 2 run your way till you're caught up, where the game's still kind of like fresh on your mind. That way you don't miss anything, and you also get to do the challenge. Plus it'd be that much harder to just do it from, like, cold anyway. But if you're playing another game, like, side by side, it's like, oh, I could totally save some time here, and this, that, and the other thing. There's a similar challenge in Suikoden 2 where you have to get to the end of the game in, like, I forget the exact number, but let's say 12 hours to get a certain cutscene. You don't even get anything other than the cutscene. Like, it's neat. It ends a particular, like, story arc that you wouldn't otherwise see, but whenever I end up playing Suikoden 2, I doubt I'm gonna do that. So you've got the ring. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to take it away. I'll see you in the ring. Right. Let's... Yeah, you just E-key to start with. E-key and attack up. I understand, like, some shorter games having speedruns. Like, I understand people speedrunning, like, say, Super Mario, for instance. It's like 5 minutes, not even, if you're really good. speedrun that all day, but then you play a game like, say, Xenogears. Have fun speedrunning that. That thought occurred to me, I can't remember. Sometime when I was playing Xenogears. I mentioned it then, but I'm mentioning it again. Because I'm like, I knew how slow the text crawls. So, how fast could you possibly speedrun Xenogears? Apparently it's still around, like, 17 hours to speedrun it. I kinda want to do, like, an April Fool's Xenogears speedrun. And then it's like, you're just sitting there reading text for an hour and a half. Like, alright. I'm killing the speedrun. Or just, I might do that sometime, do, like, a best of Xenogears speedrun, but it's, like, only during, like, text. It's funny to me. I love the game, but I also love to give it shit. I feel like Xenogears can take it. It's like riffing on an old friend from high school. Patrick, April Fool's is my birthday. Are you trying to trick me? Then it's April Fool's. You're like, April Fool's, it's not my birthday. My birthday was actually yesterday. It's like, ah! You got me. I feel like having April Fool's for your birthday would get frustrating after a while. Although maybe people wouldn't screw with you too bad, I really don't know. Oh, let's use another acorn. Well, this battle's definitely going better than the last time I fought it, where I was totally drunk. I'm pretty sure I just lost here, and I'm like, eh, and then just started up later. I forget now. Okay, lol, no, seriously it is. Okay, good enough. But people don't try to prank you like any more than a normal person April Fool's Day. Because I just get visions of, like, even though it's not really the same thing, like having a birthday around Christmas, where it's like, well, now you just get one celebration instead of both. Yeah, Super Mario. Take the warp in 1-2, then 4-2, then boom, World 8. That actually reminds me, in university they had a game, like game competitions. There was one year where we had, what was it? Mortal Kombat 2, Super Mario World, Mario Kart Double Dash, and GoldenEye. Those are the 4 games. I had entered all 4 of them. Got my ass beat in Mortal Kombat 2. But the guy who beat me won. So I'm like, well, okay, well, if the guy who beat me won the competition, then I don't feel so bad. It's like, oh, I would have gotten to the finals, even though I would have got my ass beat anyway. GoldenEye, I'm pretty sure I just got out first round. Double Dash, I cleared the first round, but I didn't beat the second round. But Super Mario Brothers, I actually won it. I got to World 8 3 in 5 minutes. Which I know is, like, nowhere close to the world record. I need to pay attention. Well, I sorta paid attention, I guess. I could use the water jar now. But I won't. Use this herb. You attack. You also use an herb. No, you heal yourself with your healing magic. But yeah, I won a DVD player for getting to World 8-3 and Mario 1 faster than anyone else. There's someone else who is in 5 minutes. Did I say that? I forget. We had to get as far as we could get in 5 minutes, and then, like, we all did a round, but then we had, like, the finale round, Or maybe there was 3 rounds, I forget. But the last round I got to 8-3, the other guy got to 8-2, but I didn't make a mistake per se, but he flat out died, and that's why I won. Well, Bo's awfully sleepy. Let's feed him life. Yeah, Wolfman down. Birthday's near the end of April. I just dodged being April Fool, baby. I'm April 2nd. Grandmother's B-Day was Christmas. Did that happen to her? They just kind of smushed her birthday together with Christmas? I don't feel so bad for adults as much as I do, like, the kids. Who are like, yeah, you were born too close to Christmas, so you only get one thing. Like, I get it. But I feel sorry for them. Although I have also heard about families that would, be like, okay, well, we'll do Christmas in July, but we'll have your birthday, like, around Christmas. Which I thought that was nice when I heard that. Like, that's the thing to do, I guess. Did they really need to give him the butt in the air KO position? Apparently they did. It was in the contract, they had to. It's always a funny choice anyway. It's like, if you're that dead, you should just be, you know, flat. Completely flat. Instead of, doggy style. Is it because he's, like, a wolf, so they're like, doggy style? Surprisingly enough, no one's really done anything to me. Well, I hope I didn't give anyone ideas. I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna video game gamble and say that this is gonna take him out. And if it doesn't take him out, I'll just have to bet another round. Well, I are incorrect. Let's use more of these herbs, because I don't want to die here. Again, 2 playthrough. I don't want to say in a row. It's been 4 years, but I don't even know if consecutive is right. Anyways, I guess consecutive. I want to kill this guy and have him not kill me, is what I'm trying to say. Ever again. I should have just acorned, Bo. Fine, I'll just do it now. So I can kill it immediately after giving him the acorn. There, kill him in 1 hit. No, you didn't. I'm surprised. I'm doing this fight a little more fast and loose than I needed to. You're still kicking. Look at you, Gremlin. It shows what I know. But I have 3 moon drops, and the cleansing water, and a bunch of other healing. But he gets to be a pain in the arse because he hits everybody 3 times. How are you still alive? Well, fine, let's use another acorn. I don't remember him being this rambunctious. This one of those you gotta lose battles? No, not even. You're totally expected to win this battle. He's just kinda sturdy. The Boff Wiki says he has 1200 HP. I don't know how much I've done to him already, but I feel like nowhere close to that. Yeah, so use the acorn again. We'll just keep whacking them with thunderbolts. Everything will be hunky-dory. Let's use some more of these herbs, too. You just heal. You heal yourself with magic healing. Finally. There we go. Hey, Talon, how you doing? What's going on? Fade Dragon Tear. Yeah, Breath of Fire is brutal. Does not hold your hand at all. No. No, it really doesn't. If you know what's coming, it's not so bad, but if you don't, you could be in big trouble. It's not moving, what is this? It still had, like, that early RPG syndrome where they didn't really quite know how to build an RPG yet. So you get stuck at really hard parts randomly. Like, if I didn't have any acorns there, I'm not convinced I would have won that fight. There, we got the robot at the volcano in the southern part of Tuntar. The robot. Wow. But they do give you the marble 3s, which I like. In case I ever find the random encounters a bit much, it's like, okay, I'm done for now. Then I can skip some, be like, yeah, time to fight again. What's it gonna do? Oh, I don't know. Not jump in the volcano. As he just sinks in all... Not like it could really be emoting, but I don't know. It could have at least been like, ah, this is hot. It's lava. But yeah, that's how the robot took us across. He couldn't just walk us over. There's a quiet voice that said goodbye. And it asked us not to make the same mistake. Yeah, let's cross the river, then head south. But first and foremost, our first dragon upgrade. Let's get it. Yeah, boss hike. Thank you, Kamai. Talon, all right now, and I'm home from work. Yourself? Not too bad. I'm gonna be hitting the town here. I don't know, in about an hour or so. So I was on early, I'll be leaving early, but... You need proper training to break the seal. Yeah, so let me train. That's a melon. I don't know if it's melancholy. You don't suppose if they, like, genetically engineer, like, a watermelon and broccoli together, that they would call it melancholy? Or cauliflower, I guess would make more sense. Anyway, there's a melon, it heals you full. Yeah, I drank the water, so I'm also full healed. So yeah, now I'm gonna use all of these stuns to make this battle go by as quickly as possible. This is the most difficult dragon fight, I would say. Just because you don't have any dragon upgrades. They don't do crazy damage or anything. Oh wow, there's one that looks just like him with 3,500 HP. I'm not surprised. I can't remember specifically where you fight another one like that, but I don't doubt it at all. If you'll have completed this step... Oh, there we go. Right. My plans are changing, 1 second. If you'll have completed this step... You'll have completed this step if you can survive this test. Alright, so let's do those things that I was saying. Start out with the beast and... I should have equipped the longsword, but oh well. I don't know if they expect you to come back here later. Or not, but... The sooner you get the dragon powers, the better off you are. know, this is gonna take forever. Oh, I do have a marble 1. Maybe I should just use it. Use this herb first, though. Yeah, let's use the marble 1. That was even worth it. I don't know if I can just equip stuff. I sold the longsword anyway, so it's not like I can. I forget what this does, but let's use it, because I won't use it other than this. I think that might just be, like, blind. Strap yourself in, this is gonna be a few. I hope I have enough herbs, actually. Like, come to think of it, how's my herb situation? Oh yeah, we're good. You got tons. $12 damage. Jesus. I could have gone to the next town, re-equipped, and came back, but it's too late now, so... And this is with all the stuns. Excuse me. Hey, Scrubby Fred, how you doing? Welcoming you back. Okay. Same difference. Yeah, basically the key here. Oh yeah, have the E key. Let's just use the E key. That'll help. This will make this fight last, you know. It'll end 5 minutes sooner. Doing good. How about you? Not bad, not bad. I'll be hitting the town here probably in about a half hour or so, but other than that... I've been sick, but I'm less sick now, so I can't complain. Continuing the E key. I'm glad I remembered that I could do that. I don't know how I forgot. Don't be slamming me. You're Ethan Bradbury. I love it when that happens, it's great. What was I doing? E-keying. What was I saying? Scrooby Fred, hope you get well soon. What times are you streaming Final Fantasy IV After Years? It's a little more up in the air now. Now that I've hit February, Breath of Fire is gonna be my mainstay. But I do plan on still playing the After Years, like, afternoon time for me. Like, you could expect some After Years to be played... I'm trying to... 3 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time probably will be when I play it. Excuse me. But tomorrow I'll be at it. Excuse me again. But tomorrow I'll be at a Super Bowl party, so I won't be streaming. I doubt I'll be streaming. If I get up super early, I might stream like some Tecmo Super Bowl or something, but... Otherwise, I'll be back Monday. But yeah, I have no real timetable for when I'll be playing the After Years. It'll just be more like, oh, I have time this afternoon, so I'm gonna play it. I'd like to get through it before the month is over. Same with Mega Man. I was hoping to do Mega Man X7 and X8, you know, in January. It just didn't happen. There we go. Congratulations. Your training is complete. Yeah, so now I can morph into a kick-ass dragon. Use your powers to restore peace to the world. The dragon power-up in this game is busted. Compared to every other Breath of Fire, it is so brokenly overpowered. One spell, you do way more damage until the fight's over. And then it just gets more busted as time goes on. You won't let me back in, will you? No, you won't. I believe we go to Auria next. And it's also serious business. We're, new, overhead world music. Which is always a welcome treat. Hey, it's fairies. Hi, fairies. Are you here to cut trees? So I'll cast a spell on you, too. Yeah, 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 yeah! Okay, so I guess you all just kind of say the same thing. Let's make sure. Now I know for the next area you will require a gold bar to progress. At least one. But there's also... there's ways to make money. I feel like there might be a way to get a gold bar, too, but I forget now how exactly. Some strange force is keeping me here. Well, I'll tell your family if I see them. Oh, Stanley. Back. Get another cloud ready. Incoming. Paul, aren't the spells set damage in this game? Yeah, they are. Except with, it might even be the same with, the hero. It might be based on your magic a little bit. I forget. Let's try it here in a second. In this next dungeoned area. Devastat. That devastated bow, for sure. I made it, awesome. Derek, I'm gonna go into StarCraft. Oh, I keep going into StarCraft 2, and it's the only one that's screwing up my screen. Awesome, I've got Sour D. It hurts so good. Do I have more regular lives? I mean, I'll use a life too. But... Scrubby Fred, I'm playing the Japanese version of Final Fantasy IV, about an hour in. Well, that's the tougher of the two. Of the Super Nintendo versions, anyways. I never played the True Blue, Yeah, you can do Snow Dragon, Flame Dragon, Thunder Dragon. Just choose the strongest one. There's rare instances where you don't want to, but rule of thumb, just choose the Thunder Dragon. I forget what I was saying. Something about Final Fantasy IV. Never played the True Blue, like, Super Nintendo hard mode. Like, I played the PS1 version, and the Steam version, and the 3DS hard modes, but... never officially on the Super. Weird noises. Yeah, is it like, what, 120 every time? 130. So yeah, just 130 until they're dead. Until you either revert, or the fight ends. Like in Breath of Fire 2, it was like some percentage of your current existing MP. But in this version, it was, didn't even try to balance it. Then afterwards we're like, yeah, this really does need balancing. Hey, Dandelion, how's it going? Yeah, that's the purpose, gotta give myself a challenge. Oh, there's a challenge for you. Then if that's not enough of if that's not enough of a challenge, try the hard mode version of the Steam version of Final Fantasy IV. That's some hard. Oh yeah, E key's still not obsolete. So much for that. Okay. Hey Blake, how's it going? Thank you. You are too kind. Scrooby Fred, I'll keep that in mind, Hard. Yeah, I would advise it. It was tough. Especially the final dungeon. I'm pretty sure I've lost 5 years of my life because of, like, my real life from the stress. Oh, let's just A-B. Don't sleep through my attacks. I forget what Curse does. If it's anything like Breath of Fire 2, it's like nothing at all important. It like lowers something arbitrary. Enough with your paralysis. Stanley, did you hear Seth Rollins is using End of Heartache by Killswitch? I did not hear that. That must be brand spanking new. I didn't hear him, like, on the pay-per-view. Oh no, that's news to me. I am 32, I think, now. +30. Our hero's fallen over. Just keep using these life 2s, no big deal. I'm gonna use a marble here as well, actually. Oh, I can't go here. Bo can't break the wall. Bo no break the wall. I can't remember if I actually checked all the different areas up around here. Probably. I can't tell from this angle. Probably. It's not like I have a shortage of it's Marble 3s. I remember this being like an incredibly short dungeon. It's already way longer than I remembered. Oh, I did a complete turnaround. I thought I went downstairs already, but I guess not. Still a cutie. Oh, okay. You still just started using it at a live house show, like 7 days ago. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's about due for a musical upgrade for sure. I can't break the wall down. Or I could have just went here and we're probably out. Yes. Oh well, we are out. They mix it sounds good with the standard burn it down intro. Oh, so it's like a conglomeration a little bit. Here we are, Aurea. What time are we at? We can fiddle around the city a little bit. I still have a little time. Halt! Intruder alert. I'm placing you under arrest. No one steals our treasure. You can think about that in jail. What do you mean? I didn't steal nothing. You wanna let me out? Who are you? How'd you end up here? Would you like for me to help, please? Okay, I'll let you out. Thanks, stranger. Zzz. He's clearly a bee man. Like, off to bed. Catch you soon, cutie Harv. Thank you. Sweet dreams. And happy trails, and thanks for stopping in. Oh no, the Marble 3 no longer works. So I'm gonna want to buy this gold bar at some point, and this pouch. And I think I want a vitamin. So let's buy one. Because I think if I just go upstairs here and give the guy a vitamin, he gives me like 5 grand for it. I've got a case of the hiccups. Can you bring me some vitamins? Yes, they're here. Thank you. Did the job, please take this. Yeah, 5 grand. Bingo bango, just like that. Zog's the only man I know who can turn into a dragon. Well, I got something for you. What's here? It's life 2, okay. There once was a kingdom of skilled thieves who had mysterious powers. It was destroyed by the dark dragons. Whatever became of them? But yeah, this town's made of gold. That's what the sparkling's about. You also have to watch that soldier. He'll arrest you every chance he gets. I don't think I can actually pilfer here. I also believe it's 200 GP to sleep here for the night, which is the most expensive inn in the game. No, I don't. Not for your outrageous prices. So you just gotta make sure you're always, like, all the way over there. There's also a treasure in this area that you cannot open. You just get arrested every time you try, so don't. That being said, it's not that one. What are you doing in my... Good question. Stealing your things. So it's both of your houses. $1,000 cure. What's with this sleeping dude? Surely I can take his treasure, he's asleep. Yeah. Oh, we got another, want. Shoop! Oh. You, couldn't have said it better myself. Shoop! Yeah, that's a thing too. If you buy a floor model TV, it is cheaper. It's the ones they use for the display. Yeah, they're usually like no tax or something. If you can swing that, it's not awful. I can't remember which treasure I can't take, but one of them you get arrested every time. And there's not actually anything in it. Or if there is anything in it, you can never get it. There might actually be something absurdly good in it. Not that it really matters. Yeah, I'll take another marble one. Mind if I do? I must have pilfered this, yeah. One of these guys, you gotta give some old dude a massage. He'll give you like 10,000 bucks or 20,000. It might be this chest. Son left for the forest and hasn't returned. Fairy cast a spell on my son? Please help him. I will, but I'm gonna try and steal your stuff in a second. Also, now that the ring's just mine now. There you go. And you may as well equip the smart ring. Seems quite clear what that does, so Merry Christmas, Nina. Taking all these lives, what's the meaning of this? Well, it must mean the other house is the one that I can't take the treasure in. Because it's one of them, and I did it in 3, so... I will take that, though. Yeah, that's the tip-off, because there's no one around. It's a suspicious-ass chest. Also, let's get Nina in the front row. So I can rub this old man down. Another cure. Healer, won't you please fix my aching back? Yes. Yes, we will. Pat-a-pat-a-pat-pat. Pat-a-pat-a-pat-pat. I feel years younger, thanks. I'm pretty sure in the regular Japanese version of this, that's like straight up like a puff-puff dance, and not a massage. It's like a straight up like a, I don't know if it's necessarily like a lap dance, but... something dirtier than a massage, I know that much. What are you pacing for? What am I going to do? Wear a hole in your carpet. In your regal-looking carpet. I don't think I can do anything down here yet. Other than go up this way and see that there's, like, someone trapped. I don't know how they locked themselves in, but they did. Looks like someone else locked them in. It's not like the locks are on the other side, at least that I can see. So let's go save that woman's son from the fairies. Because we're gonna need to. I'm gonna get that gold bar. So I'm sure I need. I'm pretty sure I have to buy one. If not, then... I think it might actually be faster to just warp from Tantar. I'm doing it, so there. And I still have that 10 grand or whatever in the bank, so... let's stay at the inn where it's not $200. There's people already staying here, but no, let's just pile on. No big deal. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. More marbles. Keep using our marbles before we losing our marbles. Yeah, this is approximately a zillion times faster. You know, give or take. There, you're stopped. Oh, I have to actually talk to the fairies, and they'll be like, will you make them promise to not cut our trees down again? Yeah, we'll make them promise somehow. however you would do that. I'll save him if you make him stop logging, okay? Okay. I'll forgive that foolish human. You don't want to cut trees too, do you? Of course not. Go find him, I'll meet you there. Where could he be? Damn it. Help! You've cut trees that took hundreds of years to grow. Think twice before you do that again. Phew! I promise to protect nature from now on. Attaboy! You learned your lesson after being encapsulated by the fairy's spell. Fate is in your hands, among other places. So let's get that monies, then buy that gold bar. I'm sure you need two, but I think you just find one later. Perfect. And then we're pretty much there. I think it's 65,000. Did I just not take that? I guess I didn't. Thought I did, but... Well, I have now, so there. Is there anything down the end of here right now? I don't think there is at the moment. Let's check anyway. I love how this place is so, like, covered in gold that even the water has, like, gold flakes floating around in it. It's such a rich city, they can afford that. Rich man Ross owns this ship. But it's not made of gold. What's his problem? Not that I would imagine a gold ship would do well on the water, but... wouldn't rust. That's good, but other than that... I'm probably just gonna sell stuff, even though I have that, like, 10 grand in the bank. Yeah, like, sell this bracelet. Might as well just hoard the meat. That's not even really worth selling. Sell that for, like, 20,000. I didn't realize they were that expensive. And I have one of these in the bank, so yeah, I'll just sell it. There. Got the G bar. Gee whiz. Hey Rico, how's it going? Hey bro. Valkyrie profile? I never played it really growing up. I've heard it's good though. Hey Desiree, how's it going? MegaHarv, did you have fun yesterday? I did. I'm actually about to have more fun, like, right now. Yeah, sorry to be leaving, like, the second you showed up. Excuse me, but I gotta get myself all together. I'm going back out again for some more, shenanigans. Then I won't be streaming again tomorrow because I'll be doing a Super Bowl party. But then I should probably be all partied out for, I don't know, a week or so. Then I'll be back to normal, but Monday, Tuesday I work evenings, so I'm gonna be on late for those 2 days. There might be another day next week where I stream kinda early and end kinda early. But that's, pretty much where we're at. That's what we did this time. We, actually... right before I wind this completely down. Because I have to go to Bleak. But I didn't get any direction to do that. So I just kind of want to go take a peek real quick. Desiree, good for you, I'm glad. Well, thank you kindly. I was definitely in need of a reprieve. You'll find bleak if you go through the cave. Okay, so it doesn't want me going here yet. Anyways, we will be doing that next time. So, Scrubby Fed, KK, see you, Harp. Hope to catch you in Final Fantasy IV. Yeah, you and me both. It's a hard thing for me to be like, I'll be doing it this day, because I really don't know. It just kind of depends how the day runs. But I gotta get myself ready, go back out, do a little more, you know, town burning, paint the town red like my shirt, then do another Super Bowl party tomorrow, then I'll be back at it again. Full throttle, I'm hoping. But thanks again, all, for joining me for Breath of Fire. I will still upload a Scratch Ticket video tomorrow, but other than that, don't forget the lard. If you're watching the Super Bowl, stay alert and stay safe, and hope whatever team you support wins. I don't really have a horse in the race, but I go for the party anyway. I meet up with a bunch of folks I don't see in most of the year. So I'll see you around. Sorry, Ralph. And everyone. But I'll be around. And hope to see you guys again before long. I'll try to have this uploaded while I'm out somehow. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I'm rambling like I tend to do for the last 5 minutes of my streams. So, see you later. May your breath always contain fire. Yes.